Perched on the water's edge, this law enforcement officer surveys the glorious beaches, on the lookout for any signs of trouble. Down on the water's edge, his colleagues are on a seaside sortie, keeping a close watch on the hundreds of people lining the beach. But it's not pickpockets or troublemakers these officers are seeking. If you listen to some locals, they're on the lookout for people far more sinister: nudists. This beachside paradise of Sanya in China's southern province of Hainan is one of the most popular beach destinations in the country. Every year, families and tourists alike flock here to enjoy the sun, sand and surf. But in recent times, they've had to share the sand with nudists, many of whom say the warm sun and inviting waters are the perfect cure for their chronic skin conditions. China's Spring Festival in February saw a jump in the numbers of bathers bearing all. But not everyone is happy with their all-natural lifestyle.
It's very inconvenient. I don't know what to say when my daughter and I come here and she asks me why there is people who are naked.
Following a rash of complaints, the government has now banned nude bathing and sunbathing here. Signs have been erected on Dadonggai Beach warning beachgoers to keep their gear on. Cameras have been installed to watch for any unseemly attire, or to be precise, a lack of it. And it's not just lifeguards who now patrol the beach. They've been joined by law enforcement officers to make sure no one decides to get down to their birthday suit. Nudists have even been escorted off the beach, with some offenders taken into custody. San Guo was one of those who refused to cover up. As a result, last month the 58-year-old, who hails from far northern China, spent 5 days in detention, becoming the first person to be convicted of flouting the nude ban.
I have come all the way here to enjoy the warm sunshine. Even though I don't have skin problems, I should still have the right to enjoy this way of life.
But take a stroll among the beach's resident nudists, and it's clear the divide between the clothed and the unclothed isn't the only thing causing friction. Psoriasis sufferers Fan Tian-kun and Li Wen.
Sun deserves his punishment. You don't have skin problems, so why are you still sunbathing naked? Everyone knows exposure to the sun keeps us healthy. But because of some nudists like Sun, people who actually have skin complaints like me can no longer fully enjoy the sunshine.
Lee reckons there are up to 400 psoriasis sufferers who frequent Dadonggai Beach every winter. He says the chronic immune disease is difficult to treat, and sunbathing is one of the most economic and effective ways of keeping it at bay.
Both the sun's warmth and ultraviolet rays help alleviate our skin complaints. Normally, sunbathing continuously for between 20 and 40 days is very effective in treating skin suffering from psoriasis. However, if certain parts of the body, see the groin, are affected but don't get exposed to the sun, the psoriasis will spread again, even if the skin on the rest of the body has healed.
Lee and his fellow bare-skinned buddies are calling on the government to introduce a special zone, similar to those introduced in other areas in China where they like to frequent.
There are many psoriasis sufferers in northeast China, so places like the lake area of Wudalianchi are an ideal place for us to sunbathe. There, the local government has built a special area for nudists, which separates female and male sunbathers to reduce the chances of people being offended. I hope the authorities in Sanya can give more consideration to those of us who have skin diseases. We sunbathe on the edge of the public beach where there are few tourists. I hope the government can turn it into an exclusive area for our treatment and install signs to remind other mainstream tourists to avoid this area.
Take a quick walk along the beach and support for the nudists among some tourists is laid bare.
I think it's just a lifestyle. Besides, most nudists sunbathe at the edge of the beach where there are few tourists. Government policy should never be inflexible. The needs of those suffering from skin conditions should be taken into consideration. Why not set up an exclusive area for them? There should be an exclusive area on the beach for these beachgoers. Or there should be rules specifying certain times which allow nude sunbathing. For many, it's an effective and economic way to heal their illness.